Active flexibility, to be breakdown. This is my theme show. In fact, I need you guys not to be too proud, full of pride, to like and subscribe. You dig? I want to talk to you guys about genocide. I remember we said we was gonna get to the blog, this commentary. I've been a little busy trying to make sure I put out a certain amount of videos within that time. I apologize about that. But also I want to get to the community talking about what's important. I want to tell the community it's nothing to be proud of because your city kills people. Right now, we are experiencing a crime wave across every continent. People say, oh, the crime rate in America. No, it's a crime wave everywhere. It's not just America. Russia, they killing motherfuckers. Ukraine, everywhere. It's like every person just, a lot of people just dying. Every person, like nowadays, don't even, like, have been desensitized to crime. So, I want to speak like the I'm not gonna stay too long on this topic because I'm gonna reiterate tomorrow, but I'm gonna touch on it now in a definitely a brief matter. I want to talk about this is a very serious matter with the community because we all are taking each other's lives. Genocide had became a point to it where people think it's good, like to result to killing a person every time something happens, and it's all part of what I was telling a lot of people is social engineering. A lot of people don't realize they're not a part of the solution, they're more part of the problem. Social engineering. What is social engineering? I want you guys to look at it. We're gonna look up some of these words together. What is social engineering? I want to look at it. Well, I can look it up with this phone. Fuck it. We're gonna look some of these things up because I want you guys to be informed because it's very important. Social engineering. Now,
Here's the definition of social engineering: the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society.
okay, okay. Now, the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development of behavior of a society. In context of information security, use of deception to manipulate. Let me say this again. In the context of information security, what was that security? Yes, security. I thought I was saying scrutiny. That's security. The use of deception to, let me say this again. In the concept of informational security, the use of deception to manipulate individuals into divulging confidential or personal information that may be used for fraudulent purpose. Either way, social engineering. What I was trying to tell you people, a lot of things is socially engineered. When you get on social media, I know you think, oh, I have to get on social media. It's nobody pretty much on that it makes you want to get. It's pretty much a social engineered process. It's good, some good people on there. I'm pretty sure you met somebody on there that's pretty good people. Who knows? But pretty much a lot of things we do is pretty much social engineered. So I told my friend from New Orleans to go back to me and my friend from New Orleans. We ever talk, like, how you gonna come around me? Because I don't like relate to a person talking about death all the time. I ain't finna die no time soon, and I don't give a damn how many people you seen get killed. They don't impress me as you being a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? It don't. I'm just being honest with you. Like, I'm not impressed with a man actually admitted he participated in genocide and social engineering. And I say, do you know what social engineering is? He like, and he started to read up on it. I say, most people don't even know they social engineered. And that's what the Matrix, it gets to the point where, the prism, the Matrix prism, it closes in on some individuals. So I don't get too intellectual. People don't understand what I'm saying. But I told him, I say, a lot of things are social engineered by the higher ups. Like they social engineer people's mind, the way they think, the way they carry themselves. You have over 10, you have over 10 billion processors within one side of your brain. I'm talking about your brain. Your brain has uh over 100 billion processors. Every brain, every brain processor carries at least 100 to 11 million processor within that brain process. And these are what you would call mini membranes or whatever you would call them, but they're processors. And these membranes are able to carry a certain load of information that is valuably routinely into its affirmations. That's why when you come into a certain learning, even in religion, they tell you to tell yourself certain things. That's an affirmation. Like when people, when Buddhists and monks go to sleep, and they go to sleep, or they chant, or when they awake and they meditate, they'll meditate, I'm peaceful, I'm happy. That's an affirmation. That's an affirmation. And you see why those people are so determined, or so disciplined, because they have information. Well, white people do affirmations, a lot of people do affirmations. It's just certain people don't. But with that being said, I think I said that to let you know that's another way to break the social engineering within the mind psychosis. It's called mind psychosis, meaning you have a state of mental psychosis. Whether your mental psychosis could be religion, it's something the government has on you to put you in a state of psychosis that you wouldn't know. And that's what people don't understand. All religion used to think the same way. They had the same philosophy. The government split religion up to benefit themselves. So if you will learn that if you read deep down. That's why all the religion really doesn't even make sense. It doesn't tell when the earth was started, how long the earth. It's just a lot of questions that's kind of very. I'm just being honest. It's like very concerning for a person. I used to be a Christian. I wanted more for myself. I was a Christian for so long. I wanted, like, why I never get so close to rap, and why I never get close to the rap game. All my homeboys famous. All my homeboys in the NFL and the NBA. What's going on with me? I praise God. I give money. I help people. And then I started to read. I started to read a little more. It was a lot of things that I felt as a person, a poet. You can't be one sided. I can't be a gangster then be a wankster, right? So I can't be a Christian, and I'm just being honest. I can't be a Christian and not look at and be a poet at the same time. So I thought about, I said, which one you want to do more? You want to be a poet or you want to be a Christian? And I thought for myself it would be better if I had, outside view box, outside of the box view, than an inside the box view. And that's basically saying an optimistic view instead of a pessimistic view. Optimistic meaning open-minded, pessimistic meaning closed-minded. Just in case, we don't want to, some people pretty much know what optimistic and pessimistic mean, but just in case. And I said that to say this. Um, Genocide is, and this is a good word. Now we're going to look up genocide. We looked up social engineering. Genocide.
Here's the definition of genocide: the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group.
The campaign of genocide. Now, let me repeat it in case she read it a little too fast. The deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying the nation or group. Now, when you participate in killing someone, it should be not, it should be very much involatile, not volatile. And that's why I mean, you should really never, that should be last resort. And right now society is at a point where people are mentally unstable. You know what I'm saying? All the people ask me, like, why you know so much, or why you know this? Because if I don't know certain things, my mind would get mentally unstable. I would get a blockage. I get to a point, my mind it would shrivel up. You know what I'm saying? I become weak. Like, to a point it's hard to describe. That's why I work out. Your body's the closest thing to your mind. You get inflammation. They call it in certain cultures you would call it information, but it's inflammation once it's in the body. Inflammation is mucus that builds up within the body that can't move along the body because the body is not circulating process like properly. That's why some people get acupuncture. You see people that get acupuncture, however you say acupuncture or whatever. This is why they get acupuncture, because it actually stops the inflammation and diseases in all of the flow. But you can do that just by working out. So I said that to say this. That's not the topic. The topic is genocide and social engineering. And the reason I mention that is because some of you need to work out because it actually prevents suicidal depression. It prevents stressing. Sometimes life is about health. So sometimes when you wake up in the morning, there's nothing wrong with if you're going through a little something or you're stressing or even if you're feeling all right or whether you're feeling not so okay. Take a little jog around the corner and tell me you don't feel 10 times better or maybe even 2 times better. Now imagine if you did that a little twice a day or even a little more added on to that, you will feel a little more better after you worked out. I feel totally different after I work out. It gets rid of so much viruses within it makes my immune system better. I have not caught COVID, have not caught monkeypox. Monkeypox. I just I don't get sick. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I work out, but when they saying it's nothing, I'm not bragging about it, but I'm just telling you. I want you guys to be healthy out there, but most importantly, I want your mind to be healthy. I can't make any person, leave their religion and come to my culture, come where I come, where I see fit. Even though I'm starting my own culture, high vibration, the one for the 4,000 elect. We can call it one high vibration of the elect. But this is a community for the community, and it's for people that's actually tired that want to do something different. That actually want somebody they can talk to that's on a certain frequency that's not after anything but their intellect to raise their vibration. And that's basically the only thing I can do for not the only thing, but mainly the main thing only right now that's beneficial to the community that's gonna make a lot of lives change. It's like actually bringing the community that we supposed to do before. Like what they try to do with Black Wall Street, but this is different. Black Wall Street, I hate to say it, I love Black Wall Street. The people that were in the Black Wall Street, I would say, our descendants and ancestors. We got a little bit of denial and arrogant because anytime you build something on someone's territory, you have to be ready to protect it at all costs. And that's like my thing with, you know, that was another side, another thing, genocide. See, it's funny how the topics are lining up, and I'm just going from one topic without no coordinating. They genocided us in Black Wall Street. They bombed Black Wall Street. In case you don't know the history of Black Wall Street, it was owned by black billionaires and millionaires. They had hospitals, homes, hotels, malls, anything you could name. It was just beautiful. Movie theaters, um, stores. If they had their own everything, and I don't know. I think it was a very much jealous move. It's very despicable. They always talk about murders in Ukraine, and with all due respect, fuck them people in Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Because when I think about Black Wall Street, they killed babies. They killed a lot of babies. A lot of babies died in that bomb. A lot of people died in that bomb. A lot of black people died in that bomb. Like they say over 10,000, probably close. They said 5,000, but it was way more than that. It was about 10,000, 20,000. It was way more people than that died over there. They always suppress the numbers too. Whenever they talk about the death toll of black people, they suppress the numbers. So we have to do our own numbers and actually know, like they say, two people died black. You add that up times three, and that's actually how much close probably, and just giving a estimate. But we're thinking about like the mind of our people and like we've been genocide after time. We've been social engineered after time. And I just think, you know, it's time for everyone to wise up. Even when I got into a certain life, safe in the street, macking, right, finessing. I don't want to say the P word, finessing, undressing. I knew it's for a better reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get me closer to my music. I'm willing to risk certain things. You know what I'm saying? Just like when my uncle was risking his life to be a kingpin. I just know, like, I just certain things ain't worth it. And I said this to say this: we don't have no reason to harm one another. It's very stupidity and ignorance of bliss of the mind to consider it ignorant shit at the same time. So I said this to you guys. Clear the mind, then you'll see the world will be rid of those kinds. So we are out here to change the world. And with that being said, if you ever need somebody to talk to in the 1 in 44 elect higher vibration, you get at me. I got you. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary.